4.2. Use linear equations in slope-intercept form. So again, for this lesson is a continuation of 4.1. The vocabulary words are the same: y-intercept, slope, and slope-intercept form. So just to summarize again, how to write equations in slope-intercept form. If you're given the slope m, and the y-intercept b, then all you have to do is substitute the slope m and b in the equation y equals mx plus b. When you're given the slope m and 1 point, you substitute the m and the coordinates of the point in y equals mx plus b, and you solve for b and then write the equation. When you're given 2 points, you use the points to find the slope m and then follow the same steps described at the left. Okay, so for the first practice question, write an equation of the line with the given slope and y-intercept. So if I give you a slope of -5 and a y-intercept of -6, this also stands for 0, -6. All you have to do is write y equals -5x minus 6. And for practice question B, write an equation of the line that passes through the given points and has slope m. Okay. So we need to take the slope-intercept form, substitute the slope, plus b. Now we can substitute the point. So y would be -3/4, x will be -6 plus b. So negative makes positive. Simplify the 3 and the 6. And b will be -3/4 minus 2. And I can rewrite that as 8/4. And b will be -11/4. And your equation of the line will be y equals -1/3 x minus 11/4. And for part C, it asks you to write an equation of the line that passes through the given points. So the slope is 30.5 minus -22. And put that over 6 minus -4.5. 30.5 minus -22 would give you 52.5 6 minus negative 4.5 would give you 10.5. And then we shift the decimal one place to the right. And after simplifying this, 525 over 105 should be 5. And now we need to find the y-intercept b. So I'm going to use y equals mx plus b again. And I'm just going to pick an easy point to work with. I'm going to pick the one with no negative signs. So my y value here is 30.5. The slope is 5. X is 6. Okay. And then 30.5, 30 plus b. And if you subtract 30 to both sides, you get b equaling to 0.5. And now y would equal to 5x plus 0.5. Okay, and for part D, write an equation for the linear function f with the given values. So again, I'm going to rewrite these as 2 points. And once I have that set up, I can find the slope, negative 8.6, subtract 4.2, and put that over 6 minus negative 2. And adding the numerator will give you negative 12.8 over 8. And I'm going to shift the decimal over one place. Negative 128 over 80. And this would give me negative 8 over 5. And we can continue to write this and change it to decimal form, 1.6. The reason why I changed it to decimal form is it's because that I have decimal numbers here. It will make it easier to calculate. So I'm going to use this point of 4.2 for y, slope negative 1.6, x, I'm going to put negative 2 plus b. And show all my steps, negative, negative, positive. And 16 times 2 gives you, or 1.6 times 2 gives you 3.2. And plus b. And we'll continue my work here. 4.2 subtract 3.2 gives you 1. So your final equation of the line should be y equals negative 1.6 x plus 1. Part E. Decide whether the 3 points lie on the same line. Explain how you know. If the points do lie on the same line, write an equation of the line that passes through all 3 points. Well, the strategy to this would be to just find the slope between all 3 points. So I will first find the slope between the first point and the second point. So I'm going to label this point 1, point 2, point 3. So between point 1 and point 2, I'm just going to write P1, P2. The slope is negative 8, subtract 7 over negative 2, subtract 3. And that gives you negative 15 over negative 5, and that's positive 3. Now I would like to find the slope between 0.2 and 0.3. So negative 19, subtract negative 8, 7, subtract negative 2. So your numerator will be negative 11 over 9. Okay, this slope is different from this slope, so you can already begin assuming that these points don't lie on the same line. But I'm going to check 0.1 and 0.3 just to make sure. So negative 19, subtract 7, 7, subtract 3. And that will give you negative 26 over 4. And you simplify that to get negative 13 over 2. As you can see, the slopes are all different. So they don't lie on the same line. In bicycle motocross BMX racing, racers purchase a 1-year membership to a track. They also pay an entry fee for each race at that track. One racer paid a total of $125 after 5 races. A second racer paid a total of $170 after 8 races. How much does the track membership cost? What is the entry fee per race? Before, word problems give you the rate and the fixed costs. Now, your job right now is to find these two pieces of information, and when you're given two examples here, okay? So between one racer and another racer. So we're going to use the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b, to solve this word problem. Okay? So first I'm going to define my variables. M, entry fee per race. B would be my track membership. Cost. And this y would represent your total cost. And x would be number of races. Well, here you have two examples. The first racer paid $125 for 5 races, and the second racer paid $170 for 8 races. So you could treat that as 2 points. 5, 125, and 8, 170. And now we can find the slope between these 2 points. 170 minus 125 over 8 minus 5. And that gives you 45 over 3. Slope is 15. So here we have found it, the entry fee per race, $15 per race. Now we need to continue. Y equals mx plus b, so I have m now, 15x plus b. And I'm just going to pick this point, 125, 15, times 5. And to solve for b, I would take 125 and subtract 75, and that would be 50. So B is the track membership cost. So $50 will be your track membership cost. Let me write that. I'll just write the word membership. Membership. Okay. Okay, we're going to look at more word problems involving the use of the slope-intercept form to solve these problems. Okay, so your gym membership costs $33 per month after an initial membership fee. You paid a total of $228 after 6 months. Write an equation that gives the total cost as a function of the length of your gym membership in months. And then find the total cost after 9 months. So I'm going to first define my variables. Y equals the total cost. X will be the time. And I'm just going to write this slope-intercept form here. My M will be the rate per month. And that's given to you in the word problem, 33. And B will be my initial membership fee, the flat rate that doesn't change. Okay? And they give you the total cost of $228. They also give you the time when it's $228, which is 6 months. Now, with all this information listed, I can set up my equation or my linear function. So y is given, so 228 equals the slope of m, 33, and x is given, and it seems like we need to solve for b. Okay, this is a 6, and 228 would equal to 198 plus b, and b would equal to 30, and therefore your linear function should be y equal to 33x plus 30. So this is the answer to the first part of the word problem. Write an equation that gives the cost as a function of the length of your gym membership, and now we need to find the total cost after 9 months. So using the same equation here, y equals 33 times 9 plus 30, okay, and 33 times 9 gives you 297 plus 30 gives you $327 after 9 months. From 1990 to 2001, the number of airports in the United States increased at a relatively constant rate of 175 airports per year. There were 19,306 airports in the United States in 2001. Write an equation that gives the number of U.S. airports as a function of the number of years since 1990. So you have many pieces of information here you can first list. So y equals total number of airports Okay, so remember this y comes from y equals mx plus b. And your x would stand for the total number of years. And your m will be your rate, constant rate. and your B would represent the number of airports in 1990. Okay, so now the total number of airports, it's given to you in 2001, so that's 19,306. And total number of years, you take 2000 and subtract 1990, you get 11 years. And constant rate 175, and we need to solve for B. So Y again is 19,306, and this is equal to the constant rate 175 times 11 plus B. Okay, and then let's solve. 175 times 11 is 1,925, and B equals 17,381. Now we can write our equation. Y equals 175x plus 17,381. A company makes calendars from personal photos. You pay a delivery fee for each order plus a cost per calendar. The cost of 2 calendars plus delivery is $43. The cost of 4 calendars plus delivery is $81. What is the delivery fee and what is the cost per calendar? Solve this problem using 2 different methods. So the first method would be to graph 2 points. So you have 2 calendars plus delivery, $43. So 2, 43. And the other one, 4 calendars, $81. 4, 81. And I can graph this. 2, 43 is about here, and 481 about here. And then you can connect the dots. And this line should intersect the y-intercept at 5. So by taking the difference of the y values, you get 38. And the difference of the x values, you get 2. So the slope would represent your cost per calendar, which is 38 over 2, which equals to $19 per calendar. And again, this y-intercept here will be your delivery fee. $5. This seemed like a very tedious way, so I'm going to show you a quicker way by making a table. So you know that the cost of 2 calendars will cost you $43, and for 4 calendars, $81. So you can assume that when you don't have any delivered, this would be the delivery fee. Okay, so between 0 and 2, there's 2 units. Between 2 and 4, there's also 2 units. Between 43 and 81, we have 38 units. So we can assume that between the delivery fee and $43, it's also 38. So the cost per calendar would simply be 38 over 2, which is $19. And the delivery cost would just be $43 minus 38, which is $5. So I meant to write a 5 here, so it's the same. Okay, and $19, it's also the same. Okay, and that concludes our lesson.